Help! My ex has ghosted me. Hey folks, I'm Jim Miller, helping you find and keep the love of your life and write a better love story. Going to ask if you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button down in this corner. When you do that, tick the bell icon, then you're notified whenever I upload new content. Also would like to ask you to give me a thumbs up, leave a comment in the section down below. There's something you want me to talk about. But let's get into the content here. Got an email from a girl who basically has been ghosted. And if you don't know what ghosting is, it's basically your ex, your boyfriend, your girlfriend just kind of drops off the face of the planet. You don't know where they are. They don't contact you. You can't contact them. They don't return your calls. They don't return your texts. They don't return your emails. Nothing. They've basically like dropped off the face of the planet. And it's very painful to be ghosted. Anyway, I got a message from this girl. And she just sent me an email and said, hey, listen, I'm heartbroken. I just got broken up with, or I'm broken up and I just can't eat, can't sleep. I'm just miserable right now. So I emailed her back and said, let me know what happened. Anyway, they were together about 3 years. And the guy went off to visit his mother in another state and was supposed to be gone a week. He's been about 5 weeks ago now. He was supposed to be gone a week. Didn't come back when he was supposed to, and she contacted him and he said, well, my truck broke down and can't make it back right now. You have to be patient with me. And this went on and on and on, and she finally got very frustrated and she's like, what the hell's going on? And he said, you need to be patient with me. My truck broke down. Anyway, he stopped answering her phone calls. He stopped answering her texts. He stopped responding in any way, shape, or form. And I'm going to say this right now, being ghosted, or if you ghost someone, it's a very cruel and an immature thing to do. If you've got a problem in a relationship, you need to learn to communicate. And if you want to end the relationship, you need to communicate that. But ghosting someone just leaves them with nothing. They have no idea what's going on. And quite often they go into panic mode, they go into disaster mode, they want to contact all the friends and family to find out if this person's still alive, where are they, what are they doing, how come they haven't contacted me, they want to try and get a message to them someplace. So it's very painful to be ghosted. You get no closure. You have no idea what's going on. And it's painful. You don't know if you've done something wrong. Have they, are they with someone else? Are they dead in a ditch somewhere? So there's no closure in a breakup like that either. Again, it's very immature and it's very cruel. You should never do that to somebody. You at least owe somebody that you're with the decency of saying, hey, listen, I don't want to do this anymore if that's the case. So if you've been ghosted, what can you do? Well, there's a couple of things, and I'll talk about this in a minute. There's a 5-step breakup. There's 5 steps that I have done a video on, and I'll link it up in one of the corners after the video and put up the information flag. 5 steps to help you get over a breakup, and I'll go over those steps in a minute. But basically, you need to continue to work on yourself. So what can you do if you've been ghosted? Well, unfortunately, there's not a lot you can do. If you cannot get a hold of this person, and they will not return your phone calls, they will not return your texts, they will not return your emails, there's not much you can do. You want to avoid chasing after friends and family to find out what's going on, because that's going to look needy and desperate, and you may be needy and desperate right now, especially if they've just kind of ghosted you and left you just in la-la land out there and you have no idea what's going on. But this is a time, what you have to do is you really have to buckle down and take care of yourself. You need to work on yourself. And again, I'll go over the 5 steps for a breakup, 5 steps to help recover from a breakup. Step number 1 is to accept that this happened. You don't know why it happened, and you're frustrated that this person would do this to you, but you need to accept that it did happen. Step number 2 is you have to realize that it is going to take time. It's going to take time for you to feel anything good. After this. Right now you're kind of probably in panic mode. You don't know what to do. You don't know who to turn to, and you're just miserable. You have to really realize that it is going to take time. Step number 3, and I got this from a therapist friend of mine, is you have to find your well of love. A deep well that you can drink from when you're thirsty. The well of love is your friends, your family, people that love you and care about you and are going to be there for you. You don't want to talk to everybody that'll sit down long enough and listen to your woes, but find those people that really do love you and make sure they're around you, make sure they're available to you. Call them if you need to, go visit them if you need to, have them come and see you if you need to. You'd be surprised how many people really do love you and really do care about you that will look. So find that well of love. Step number 4 is to stay busy, but take time to feel. You have to take time to feel these feelings. You have to search through them. You have to process through these feelings. You have to feel them, because if you just distract them away, they're going to be there. They're going to come back at some point. So stay busy, but take the time to feel. And number 5, and this is a little controversial, but it really works for me, and it's worked for a lot of people I've dealt with. Document your journey. Take out a piece of paper and a pen and write down how you're feeling. Write down what you feel. You know, I did this when I was broken up a while back. I mean, sometimes I just wrote down and wrote a love letter. I just wrote a love letter to her. And sometimes I wrote my anger and my, what I felt and how I felt and whatnot. These are 5 steps that can help you to overcome a breakup. And if you're being ghosted, consider yourself broken up with. Now, if this person comes back and you've done some of this work on yourself, you may be in a much better situation to decide what you want to do. But you need to set some boundaries when they do come back. This is unacceptable. It's just unacceptable to drop off the face of the earth like that. And they need to know that. Anyway, folks, again, I'll put that video, the other video, up in one of these corners so you can watch that, and hopefully you'll get something out of it. But if you've been ghosted, take care of yourself. That's all you can do right now. So again, Jim Miller, helping you find and keep the love of your life, write a better love story. Check the description below the video as well, because I have some free ebooks in there that I give away, as well as my personal email address if you have a relationship question that you want me to respond to. I generally try to respond within 24 hours, but I've been getting a lot of emails lately, and I have a full-time job. So if it's a little longer than that, but I do respond to all comments and all emails personally. So anyway, folks, have a great night.